But Arcane. Uh, you know how long I've been waiting for this? I've been waiting for this for so long. I, I I I was so excited. Saturday morning came and I woke up like it was Christmas. I was like, oh my god, Arcane's out. And I got up, I made breakfast, I watched Superman, and then I was like, it's time to watch Arcane. And it's good. It's Arcane. It's great. Just as good as the first season. Only the first three episodes are out because they do it in 3 episode batches. And the next three will be coming out next Saturday, 16th. Um, have you seen it yet? Any Arcane?
I think I watched like the second episode, and then that's where I stopped at because it's long.
I mean, it's like 40-minute
Because
episodes.
I started watching it right before like I said I got really programming and stuff at our job. So once that's over, I'll probably catch back up. And now I have more to catch up on because of season 2. But I've seen good things. I've seen not any spoilers necessarily, but like just people talking about like how the quality has gone way up and stuff like that. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I know there was a leak a while back, so I like still have a bunch of stuff muted because I'm like I'm not going to take any risk until the full second season is out. But luckily, I mean, both good and bad is that some stuff still slips through the cracks, where people will make a tweet but they won't use any of the keywords that I muted, so they'll still post about stuff. But luckily, the stuff that slips through the cracks because people don't use the keywords I muted are because they aren't spoiling things that haven't happened yet.
That's good.
Because
That's good.
I want to see people talking about it. Because luckily, thank God, my Twitter for at the very least very quickly moved away from the election because I was off Twitter for a while because I was like, I just do not need to see this right now. I'm already upset. I don't need to be doom
Yeah,
scrolling. So whenever
I did
stuff
the
like this
same
happens,
thing.
like the first day I'll doom scroll just to see what people are saying about the situation, but then after that I'm done. But luckily, people didn't, of course, aren't fully moved on, but they've like slowed down on talking about that constantly, so I can just enjoy Twitter again. um, because before I would open Twitter and be like, nope, and close it and just like go to YouTube and start watching shorts. Because those usually, my YouTube at the very least doesn't have a bunch of people talking about politics on it when I needed to get away from it.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
So
sure.
yeah, I'm still managing to see people, making memes talking about the show. As expected, their take on I'm not going to spoil anything. I'll make that very clear, obviously. As expected, their take on the inherent corruption of the police and Vi's involvement is very nuanced and critical of the police. Um, and it results in some really good drama between our resident lesbian couple of Caitlin and Vi. Um, Meanwhile, a war is brewing between the Undercity of Zon and Piltover, the Overcity, and it's being exacerbated by Mel's mother, so she can gain access to Hextech and to help her fight a different war. Uh, and naturally, Jace, who invented Hextech, is spiraling as he tries to decide what the right thing to do is. And Jace is my favorite character. A lot of people tend to hate on him because he's the most generic dude of all the people in the cast. Whereas where you got all these other like super interesting characters with these like super interesting character designs and a lot of not straight characters, a lot of not straight, not men characters, and then you have this one dude. He's just this straight guy who just dresses in like white suits all the time. So it's easy for people to hate on him because he's the most generic of all the characters. But for me, just all the struggles he goes through as a character are so nuanced and interesting, and has to make a lot of really tough decisions that make his story very fun and interesting to me. And you'll see a lot more of it. And, come to your own conclusion when you get there. But yeah, I like Jace a lot. Jace is my favorite character. But
And then it's like I've always like gotten a lot of enjoyment out of like that trope of like straight guy in a world full of lesbians, like trope when it's done well. Like when it's like it's played completely straight. He's not like the butt of the joke, but it's like they leave him there, like he has his own struggles and whatnot, but the fandom manages to make him the butt of the joke
yeah,
in fun ways and not like oh, this guy has a weird lesbian hair, like not like that. Like the Signalis fandom is like that a lot because there's the game is full of women. There's one guy, and he is the most like pathetic, sopping wet dude on the planet that Signalis takes place on. And the fandom, they love to put him in situations. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, with Arcane, I feel like a lot of it, League of Legends fandom can get weird. But
Oh yeah,
luckily
for sure.
the Arcane fandom is kind of separate in a lot of ways because it's a lot of casual people who don't give a damn about the games like me, um, and just watch the show. So it doesn't get as bad as I feel like the League of Legends fandom probably does. Um, but yeah, for the most part, it is a lot of people like being light and fun about it. But then there is a weird amount of people who generally just hate on him, and I'm like, calm down. It's a fictional character, but also he hasn't done anything wrong. And all the mistakes he has made are understandable and like are done for the sake of drama and are really fun. So like, we'll talk more about it when you get there.